Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the class. Our eyes should be completely upon our notes from previous class. Last thing that we did was a conversion of arc, and that conversion was into minutes. Quickly, I want you all to discuss if you have any doubts with me. Okay. And I have a couple of questions to ask. I'm going to ask. Okay. I'll be asking about what is the definition of LMT, what is UTC, what are the formulas, how do I convert LMT to UTC or UTC to LMT. Before that, students, I would want someone to do a readability check. First things, is there any background noise from my side? Can somebody give me an acknowledgement on that?
Negative, sir.
Okay, thank you, Subhajit. Nukul, can you hear any background noise?
Negative, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, students. So let's center ourselves. We are going to do a lot of calculations today. Basically, you will not require anything. You don't require your scientific calci or any other calci to do it. But I would want you all to have an access to your scientific calci for basic mathematical calculations like plus and minus, okay, or simple divisions. Because we have to divide our d long by 15 to get our answer. So that division you can do on your scientific calci. I want you all to do all possible arithmetic, plus, minus, division, multiplication, anything that you have. I want you to do it on your calculators only. Nobody is going to do it on fingertips or in the mind. Never. Because under the pressure of the examinations, your focus might be a little haywire and your quick calculations could result into a few errors. We don't want to risk even one single question. So every mark is important for us. I'm just reminding you all, conversion of arc into minutes or time, if you have any doubts, and I'm going to talk about UTC and LMT. I'm going to ask a few questions. Everything is based upon our previous class. And see if you have any questions. What is our idea? Our idea is that 10-15 minutes before the lecture, when you are actually, requesting for the meeting credentials, that's when I'm expecting you all to do a quick revision, if not more. That much is enough. A quick 5-10 minute revision. Okay. Today we are going to use the formulas. So I want you all to go through the formulas also. I'm going to ask you all a few questions now. So we have Subhajit, Varad, Nukul. I can see you all. Nice to see you all again, guys. I hope you're doing well. Then we have Shata, Twarita, Palak, Pankti, Manan, Mohammad Azam, Nandini, Likit, and Vivek Yadav also. I hope you all can hear me, students. I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're revising right now, students whom I cannot see. Today it's going to be very exciting. Today you're also going to learn if the LMT, let's say LMT at Bali, okay, favorite tourist destination. If LMT at Bali is given to you, and if I want you to find out the LMT of California, is there any formula? There is a formula. how to do it is something that you're going to learn. Given one LMT, how to find the LMT of the another place can also be found out. Okay, it's going to be very interesting, very easy. Remember, whatever sums we are going to do, the sums will have a base of 60. 60 seconds will make up 1 minute. 60 minutes will make up 1 hour with respect to time. With respect to arc measurements, 60 seconds will give me 1 minute. 60 minutes will give me 1 degree. And that 1 degree on a great circle is a 60 nautical mile stretch, the longest distance that we get. So students, it is an easy concept to learn about time. What you need to realize is that the sun moves westerly while Earth moves easterly. So the sun's apparent motion looks like the sun is moving around the Earth and the sun is our timekeeper. Today, Sankalp is not joining us on Zoom. So Sankalp, if you're listening to this on YouTube, drop me a message and anything that I'm asking as an answer in the chat box, you have to drop that answer in the WhatsApp chat. Okay. I hope you're listening to this, Sankalp. Vivek, nice to see you. Very nice to see you. Very good evening.
Good evening.
So the first question is, what is LMT? You'll raise your hand. I'm going to give you opportunity to speak. I want everybody to try and answer. What is LMT? Awesome. Sankalp is responding via YouTube on WhatsApp. Good. So Falak, Subhajit, Vivek, Varad, Nukul, Manan, Nandini. Okay. How about others? Pankti, Twarita, Shata, Likhit. Likhit, how do you read? And Mohammed Azam. So everybody is ready to give me the answer, right? Apart from Likhit. Likhit, I think you were not there yesterday. Did you go through yesterday's class? Likhit, read your 2. Okay, fine. Learn as much as you can and write down whatever you are confused with on your parking bay. So I want Vivek Dakar to give me the answer.
LMT is local mean time at a particular meridian, and LMT is 1200 when sun is over or in transit that meridian.
Thank you. Nukul, same question. What is LMT?
So LMT is nothing but when the sun is over to a particular meridian. Is nothing but at 12 o'clock.
I'm waiting for you to finish your answer.
And the meantime at all place on the meridian.
No, Nukul, I
Sorry,
want
sir.
you to prepare your answer. I'm giving you some minutes. Okay. Nandini, your turn.
When the mean sun transmits any meridian, the LMT on that meridian will be 12 o'clock, and that is midday or noon. And just on the anti-meridian of that will be 000 hours, that will be the midnight. And LMT measured from Greenwich meridian is called as GMT, which is also Zulu time. And LMT is more accurately named as standard time.
Okay. A lot of important points given. Nandini, good. Now I want you all to update your understanding about LMT and standard time. Okay, students. I like how everybody is ready to give answer. There will be more questions that we'll be discussing. But now that Nandini is saying this point, I want us to reiterate a few points. Now, LMT is actually not very accurate to be used on land. So if we say LMT's refined version, then the observer who's listening to your answer could get a wrong idea of if he or she is not focused completely during your any such occasion like a personal interview or something. So LMT is refined into what is called as a standard time for every country, and that is adopted by the country. It is somewhere close to the LMT, but not exactly the LMT. So what Nandini was saying is actually true, but the way we are saying is we have to be very careful with the way, because initially, if only half answer is heard, then it sounds incorrect, and you never know when the examiners in future keep you quiet and say, okay, okay, fine, fine, you can go on. You never know when they do that. So we will say standard time is neither a zone time nor a LMT, but it is the local time observed by a country which is adopted and issued in the air almanac, something like that. Okay. So LMT as a definition would be going with those points when the sun is in transit on a particular meridian. The LMT of that place is 12:00 or 12:00 hours, that is noon. That's how we will go with the definition. And different countries, they adopt what is known as a standard time, which is issued in the air almanac, which could be or could not be related to or close to or identical to the LMT. Simple as that. Could be, could not be. Now there is a little bit of more theory behind why all this is happening, why we don't take zone times, because it's so easy to convert those degrees, divide by 15 and get your time. It is because those zones and everything was issued for ships, basically, for vehicles or like different sorts of cargo ships and cruise ships and other ships. Mainly, so much of logistics happens based upon cargo ships. So zone time is good when a person is over the sea, not over the land. So zone time and the invention of zone time was with respect to the shipping industry mainly, because commerce and interaction between different countries was only through a network of sea routes. Now, the problem is when you go into looking at the exact division of different zones, the exact division is sometimes, taking care of the sea routes and not taking care of the land. And that's why much better adoption of time was standard time, because if we go with what do we say, local mean time or Zulu time, correction, or zone time, then two different places which are on two different extreme corners of the country, they will have a lot of difference between their LMTs. If the meridian difference between two places is quite enough, then the time difference would also be high. It could be 30 minutes, it could be 1 hour. And people living in the same country, they don't need to follow two time zones. It is unnecessary. So that's why they come up with what is known as a standard time, which is decided by the government. Now, our government has decided 5:30 plus 5:30. It means we're 5 hours, 30 minutes ahead of, what do we say, the GMT or the UTC or the Zulu time, which is one and the same thing. Now, there is a interesting part which I would want you all to do, and that interesting part is this. So, if we consider India like this, okay, I want you all to see if you could figure out what is the meridian of the most eastern point on the most western point on the earth, most western meridian for earth, and most eastern meridian for earth. Okay, of India. Now it is interesting. Firstly, what you could do is you could find out which is the easternmost location in our country, what is the westernmost location in our country, and for that location you can find out the meridian. Once you find out the meridian, compare with UTC, finding out the D long with this meridian and that meridian, and check how much is the difference. 15 degrees difference is going to give you 1 hour difference. The sun travels 15 degrees over the earth in 1 hour. That's how it completes one revolution in 24 hours, right? 15 degrees total, we have 24 zones. Actually, we have 25 zones. 2 zones are semi-zones. Which are those 2 zones? Mike and Yankee. Now, students, these points are interesting points. I don't want you all to get confused about. So take your time, raise your hand if you have any question, because after that, we are not going to talk about theory at all. We are just going to solve. So if you are anywhere confused with the theory, feel free to ask, discuss. So whatever it is, if you find these details, please give me the answer. What is the eastern most western meridian? What is the most eastern meridian? And we'll find out the difference. We'll actually find out the actual time on that meridian with respect to GMT. And we'll see how much is the variation with respect to actual Indian Standard Time, that is plus 5:30. Okay. So students whom I can see, I can understand you're following. Students whom I cannot see, I hope you're not confused with this exercise. It is something extra, out of the box, something logical. Talking about LMT, LMT is to do with meridian over that place. Standard time is assuming same time over a long stretch of meridian following it's a country, right? In this case only, if you see a neighboring country like Pakistan over here, some of the meridians that pass through Pakistan, they're passing through India also. Pakistan follows a different standard time, India follows a different standard time. So logically, if we talk about the sun and the declination and the transit, then IST is not accurate. But IST is universally adopted for our time, India time, simple. It is plus 5:30 UTC. Remember this. It is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of UTC. Now, another interesting way to talk about time is whenever your longitude or your meridian is east, your UTC compared to your calculation will be least. Now, these rhyming words come in navigation quite many times. We have seen that in directions also, magnetism, deviation east, compass east, variation east, compass east, something like that. Then you have longitude west, UTC west. What does it mean, students? A simple calculation here. If UTC is 1200, then LMT at India. So India is east. We know the difference, 5 hours 30 minutes. That difference as per the IST, why am I using here? Because if India is in east, then UTC will be lesser. And how will UTC be lesser? When you add 5 hours 30 minutes like this. So LMT at India would be 1730, which is 5 hours 30 minutes. And it stands true with this equation or this rhyming word, longitude or a meridian east, UTC east. It really makes it very easy. Anybody who wants to use this rhyming, you can use this rhyming sentence. If you are ever confused whether the eastern meridians will have a time ahead of UTC or the western meridians. And if UTC is 1200, find LMT at a place with meridian 0900 west. Now, students, there are multiple ways to talk about a solution to this. How will you do it? The formula. What is the formula, students, given yesterday? LMT is equal to UTC plus minus D long upon 15. UTC is equal to what? LMT plus minus D long upon 15. One of those formulas is given to you. In that formula, we have also given plus for east or minus for east and plus for east, west or minus for west. I want you all to look at the formula, students, quickly. See which formula is applicable. You're supposed to find LMT meridian is given to you. Now, where is your prime meridian UTC? Your prime meridian, now looking at this diagram, NCP, this is prime meridian. NCP is North Celestial Pole. 090 west is this. Okay. How much is the D long? D long is 090. So D long, that is 090 by 15. How much do I get? 6. 6 hours difference. Looking at the diagram, I could have easily calculated because I know every quadrant give me 6 hours. Simple. UTC, I know prime meridian. It's like this. Every quadrant gives me 6 hours. So if I was really good with my theory and my understanding, then I know PM is 000 and the destination meridian is 090. I know 6 hour difference. And a position is west, UTC is best. It means UTC will be 6 hours ahead of this position. So how do I calculate? Meridian west, UTC best. If I want to use this as a base, UTC is 12. My LMT has to be less because UTC is best. So 12 has to be more than whatever sum I'm going to get. And the only way I can keep 12 more is by deducting. Deducting what? This D long by 15. Arc conversion into minutes. 0600. 00. Now here I want you all to take a look. You cannot deduct 6 hours out of 2 hours. So you borrow 1 hour. You borrow whatever number you see over here. You say you will borrow all the 10 hours that you see from here. So it becomes 12 for you. And then 10 plus 2, 12, and 12 minus 6, 6. It is 0, 0 minus 0, 0 like this. So LMT at a position or a place where the meridian is 090 west is 0600 hours, that is 6 a.m. in the morning, when UTC is 12. Is everybody following? I need an acknowledgement, students. Verbal acknowledgement, chat acknowledgement, thumbs up acknowledgement.
Affirm, sir.
Affirm, sir.
I liked how in the definition, students, you have used mean sun. Good point that you can add in your point, in your definition. So basically the whole logic is based upon this formula, and you need to know east-west location, which is going to be ahead, which is going to be behind. And your life becomes very easy when it comes to time. And I want you all to be masters of these easy concepts in navigation. Don't just do for doing sake. It's easy, theory is limited, master it. Talking about those extra points, like a few other points like shipping and all, it's all there as a discussion in the notes that I'm going to share with you all for further reading. Okay, mostly we'll be taking it from Oxford. So it's a good read. I would suggest you all read once at least the notes that I'm sharing with you. A few points that we have not discussed in class from those notes are points that are not for CPL, but you should always read it so that you know in future when you're preparing for ATPL, you're not a stranger to those points. Now I'm going to check. Some students have given me Eastern and Western. So I'm going to check. Falak, please specify exactly what you want to be repeated. Vivek Yadav, Yankee and Zulu are not semi-Zulu points. There is nothing called semi-Zulu points. Zulu is a zone for 15 degrees, 7.5 degrees right, 7.5 degrees left of prime meridian. Yankee and Mike are semi-zones. They are around the anti-prime meridian, 6. What do we say? So one of them is 7.5 degrees, other is 7.5 degrees, like that. Please correct that, Vivek Yadav. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And Vivek Dhakat has given me most western point as 068. And most eastern point is, correction, this will be east only for us. And most eastern point is 097 degrees, 25 minutes. Okay. So Vijit has given most western meridian 68 degrees and 12 minutes. Okay. And eastern is 97, 21. Okay. He's given 25 already. The most eastern value you have to look up online. Look for a globe, look for a realistic globe, or you can look at it on Google Earth also. You'll have to spot it. Basically, you can actually pin a location and find the meridian for that on the map also. Or you can do a Google search, what is the easternmost point and westernmost point. But I would always say easy method you should always do last. First, you should try to do tricky methods whenever a trivial question is given to you. So now students quickly convert. We will take rough estimates. Okay, 0, 6, 8, 12. Convert this into arc of time quickly and convert this into arc of time quickly. I'm giving the numbers again. I want your answers in the chat box. And Sankalp, nice to see you. Welcome to the class. Good to see how you were able to communicate. Nice. So quickly convert arc into time. One is 068 degrees, 12 minutes. And second is 098 and we'll take 25 minutes. 097 and 25 degrees, 25 minutes. Thank you, Vivek and Subhajit. They might be wrong, okay, students. I have not cross-checked. I believe my students, but I also cross-checked. Because two students are giving similar answers, my confidence is increased. If one more student does that, my confidence will be super increased. Anybody facing difficulty in converting this arc into time, you have to talk to me, okay? Quickly, students. This is one last, and then I'm just going to give you sums, LMT, UTC, and so on. Sankalp has given his answer. $68 and 97, Sankalp. So 760. How much is the difference between 97 and 68? 097 minus 068. 29. So approximately 2-hour difference will be there. See, this is how I'm able to logically think about it, students. So with respect to your answer, Sankalp, not for you, sorry. Okay, for you, it's almost accurate. I can understand the difference. Vivek Yadav, 4092 is not a unit of time, students, because your hours could only be 2400 or 23 something, and your minutes will always be not more than 59, because if it becomes 60, it adds into 1 hour. So Vivek Yadav, you have rushed in solving this. Don't rush. Students, anybody wants me to display the use of scientific calculator, let me know. Okay. Vivek Yadav, resubmit your answer. Sankalp, recheck your answer. It looks good. Manan, looks good. How about others? Subhajit, checking your answer. Looks good, Subhajit. Okay, Vivek Thakur looks good. I'll solve, students. I'll also solve. Okay. Sankalp, you're not doing? Okay, you did. Sorry, my bad. Varad, you're not doing? Are you not doing? You're not doing is so Indian English. It's like, are you asking? Are you telling? What is that? Well, okay, answer 1 is correct. Approx correct. Follow answer 1 is approx correct. I'm waiting, students. Come on. Nandini, first one is correct. Varad, second one is looks correct. Nandini, second one looks correct. Okay. So students, it's very simple. What I'm going to do is 068 divided by 15 and then plus 12 minutes. Like this, I'll write. Then if I solve 068 divided by 15 on the calci, I get 4.53. Okay. Now this 4.53 is 4 hours and 0.53 hours is somewhere going to be 30 minutes, around 30 minutes, because 0.5 hours is 30 minutes, students. So any decimal value, it is above 5, your minutes will be above 30. Any decimal value below 5, your minutes are going to be below 30. It is a common idea that I'm giving, a common sense idea. How do I convert it into actual minutes? 0.53 into 60. 0.53 into 60 plus 12 minutes. If one comma is minutes.
Sir, 0.3, 0.56 you have
Yeah,
written.
sorry, slip of something happened. 0.53. Okay. 0.53 into 60. See, I get 4 hours, 31.8 minutes. This I can round off to 4 hours, 32 minutes plus 12 minutes again. So 4 hours plus 32 plus 12 minutes. So 32 plus 12 minutes is how much, students? 44 minutes. 32 plus 12. 44. 4 hours, 44 minutes. So I think only Falak's answer was accurate. I think others, you all forgot to add 12 minutes. Huh, students? With my calculation, this is the accurate answer. 4 hours, 44 minutes. Or 40, yeah. Because the value we had taken was 068 degrees, 12 minutes. Please cross-check your answers, students. Most of you all are giving me 43 hours, 33 minutes.
Sir, we have to 12 divided 60 also. It's not 12.
Very good. Good. So we have to convert these 12 minutes of length into minutes of time. Very nice. So 12 divided by 60. What is it? 0.2.
Sir, you can add that 12 to 30
And
at once. You can divide it by 15.
no, let's just do it. Okay, 0.2 and then this 0.2 into 60 I have to do to convert it into time. I get 12 only. So what am I missing? We had done this yesterday, right, students? So
Sir, I
I'm
think
getting,
it would be
yeah,
divided by
Santosh.
15.
Give me a suggestion. Yes. Okay, 15.
Like-
Why 15?
Sir, because we take 15 hours, 15 degrees as 1 hour and 15 minutes of the arc length as 15 minutes of time. 1 minute of time, correction.
Check this on the screen, students. 15 minutes of arc gives me 1 minute of time. So my 12 minutes of arc I have to divide by 15. Only then probably I'm going to get my answer. So 12 divided by 15, I get 0.8. Now, what do I do of 0.8 then, students? Good. I want others to also participate. Okay, it's something that we have done yesterday. What are we missing? What am I missing? Students, lead me. Come on.
Sir, what you can do in the second last step here is add 32 minutes and 12 minutes, then collectively divide that 44 minutes by 15.
Okay. Okay, Subhojit, thanks. I want others to share your suggestions. Vivek Dhakar, Sankalp. Yeah, please go ahead. Station calling. Who's going? Somebody was speaking, right? Was it Twarita?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So I divided 12 minutes divide by 15. So I got 0.8. Then with the answer of 4.53, I did 0.53 into 60, that is 4 hours 31.8 minutes. So I took 32 minutes as a round off of 31.8 minutes. And then I added 48 minutes because of 0.8 into 60.
Yes, this makes sense. So 12 minutes of arc length is actually giving me 48 minutes of time. Does it sound accurate though, looking at this?
No, sir.
Then what is it? It is actually 48 seconds that we have got. If you look at it, 15 minutes of arc time actually gives me 1 minute, that is 60 seconds. Because my arc length was less than 15 minutes, it was 12 minutes. So my answer is going to be slightly less than 60 seconds. So what I have got 48 is actually seconds and it is not minutes. See students, logical approach. We have to remember all these things. If I'm going in a rush into solving, whatever comes to my mind, I'll solve and I'll get an answer. I got an answer here. Everybody got an answer. I got 4 hours 44s, and in one of the options, 3 options there will be there minimum. One of those options will be 4 hours 44 minutes. And I'll think, okay, it's correct, and I'll mark like that. So I think according to me, the exact answer would be 48 hours, 31 minutes. Okay. And this 0.8 plus 48 seconds. So this 0.8 again, I'm going to convert into what do we say? Time. So 0.8 into 60 would give me 48. So this becomes 4 hours, 31 minutes, 48 seconds plus this length, that is 48 seconds. So 48 seconds plus 48 seconds gives me 96 seconds. Out of 96, 60 seconds is 1 minute. So that 1 minute I have to add to 31. So it is like this, 4 hours, 31 minutes, and 48 plus 48 is 96 seconds. Now out of 96 seconds, what you have to do is you have to divide it by 60 actually. But here the division will not happen. Out of 96 seconds, you take 1 minute, that is 60 seconds, and you give it here. So 4 hours, 32 minutes, and then whatever is left over here, 96 minus 60 is 36 seconds. This is an accurate answer to that value. 4 hours, 32 minutes, 36 seconds. Now that is my LMT or what? Yeah, that is basically the conversion of the arc. Now this conversion of the arc, students, is UTC plus 4 hours, 32 minutes, 36 seconds is IST, like that you get. But this is not our IST. This is the actual local mean time for the most western part of our country. What are we taking, students? We are taking For IST, we are taking UTC plus 5 hours, 30 minutes. So the difference is 1 hour between our IST and that local meridian time, which is to the most western part of our country. Similarly, if you will calculate 0907 degrees to 5 minutes, I'm going to solve, students, with everyone. 0907 degrees and 25 minutes. See, this method, the reason I'm asking you to do it is because it helps you spot your logical shortcomings. Remember, this is our final preparation based upon our theory, and the theory has so many things, so many different elements. So we're trying to figure that out, because in the exams, even if you don't revise before the exams how to solve time, I want you all to be prepared in your exams without any revision, that kind of preparation. So again, 0907 divided by 60. Is it 60 or is it 15? Students, do it with me. Come on, quickly. Am I doing it right? Yes, no?
Divided by 15. 1/5.
Why is only Subhajit answering, students? Why is only Subhajit answering? Students whose number one arc conversion into time is not close to this answer, you have to cross-check your answers, okay? This is 4 hours, 32 minutes, 36 seconds is somewhere your answer should be close. Okay? So 4 hours, 33 minutes is close.
Sir, I'm not
4 hours,
getting
33.
36 seconds. Is it okay?
Yeah, I don't know how you're solving, but it's okay. You must have rounded off something somewhere. This much difference in your actual answer and accurate answer is fine. Anyway, in your options, rounded off answers would be marked. I want everybody to check, okay, what you have submitted and correct. So 0907 degrees divide by 15 and 25 minutes also divide by 15. Now this is going to give me an answer in minutes and seconds, because 15 minutes gives me 1 minute. It is like that. So it is 25. Now 0907 divided by 15 gives me 6 hours and 0.46 into 60 minutes. 0.46. I'm actually only taking up to 2 decimal values in the calci. You can, if you're taking 3 decimal values, your answer will become more different. Okay. So 0.46 into 60 gives me 6 hours, 27 minutes and 0.6 into 60 seconds. Because my answer is 27.6 is what I'm getting when I'm doing 0.46 into 60. So again, 0.6 into 60, if I do, I get 36. So 6 hours, 27 minutes and 36 seconds plus this fraction. If I'm solving this fraction, 25 divided by 15, I get 1 minute and 0.6. So 1.66 is what I'm getting here, students, 1.66. So I'm going to do 0.66 into 60 to get my seconds. 0.66 into 60. It gives me 1 minute and 39.6. So I can take it as 40. 1 minute and 40 seconds. So this 1 minute 40 seconds has to be added here. How do we add it? 6 hours, 27 minutes, 36 seconds plus 00 hours, 01 minutes and 40 seconds. Now this is what I want you all to see again nicely, because we are going to carry forward. Instead of a base of 10, we are going to carry forward minutes and seconds and hours. So 6 plus 0 gives me 6. 3 plus 4 gives me 7. Now 76 seconds cannot be any value. Why? Because we have 60 seconds which make up 1 minute. So I will take up 1 minute from here, 60 seconds, that is 1 minute. And this 1 minute I'm going to give to this person over here. 1 minute. 60 seconds is 1 minute. All these are seconds. So what is the remaining answer? 6 and 1. 16 seconds are remaining. Now this 1 minute you will add in the rightmost digit. So 7 plus 1 plus 8. 8 to 28 minutes and 06 hours. 28 minutes and 16 seconds is what I have got as my probably a very accurate answer. Some places you will see this answer is rounded off as 6 hours and 30 minutes also. Like this. Now, how much is the difference? Here the difference was the most eastern point LMT is almost 1 hour behind the IST, and most west correction. Yeah, that was most western, which was most 1 hour behind. And this is most eastern, which is also 1 hour ahead. So 1 hour ahead, 1 hour behind. What we have 5:30. So do you understand what is 5:30 taken as? It is midway between the most eastern LMT and most western LMT. That's how IST has been determined. And if I try to find out the mid meridian between the two, this hour conversion is going to give me approximately 5 hours 30 minutes only. You can try doing that also. Find midway between the two. So that's how we have got IST. Okay, students, remember this because IST sums are important for us. But what is more important is that these mistakes help us realize and strengthen our basics. I've told you earlier also, I want your time calculations to be just with a pen and pencil or a pen or a pencil with a paper. That's it. But of course, for fractions, you do use this, and multiplications use this. Master this, and afterwards you can use any degree minute function which you can figure out. You can play around with the scientific calculus and do your conversions. No problem.
So
Whatever your
it's 6 hours,
techniques are.
28 minutes, no? Sorry, 29, no?
Correction, 29 students. 27 plus 1, 28 and 129. Good. 6 hours, 29 minutes. Correct. Good job, everyone who's got correct answers equally. And so why are we dividing 25 with 15? Conversion is 15 minutes of arc is 1 minute of time. Yeah, that's why we are dividing, because 25 is in the question. Look here. This is a position of a place. A meridian is divided into degrees, minutes, and seconds. So students, let me show you all this also. If this is 097 degrees, and if this is 098 degrees, okay, east, both. If this is the d long of 1 degree between them, okay, so this d long is made up of 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. This 1 degree, okay, this 1 degree is made up of 60 minutes. These are minutes, okay? And every minute that you have, this every minute is further divided into 60 seconds. Like this. So if a position is having a meridian that is like this, if this is the meridian of a place, a line joining from North Pole to South Pole. North Pole to South Pole. Then what is the location of this point? It is falling on 09 or 7 degrees east. It is not yet reached 09 or 8. It is midway. So the position of this place would be 09 or 7 degrees. And how many minutes? It is somewhere between 20 and 30. If this is 20, so 21, 22, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. It looks like 28. So 097 degrees, 28 minutes, 1 comma is minutes. And how many seconds, students? We can further check within the minutes time. How many seconds? It looks like 0 seconds because it's exactly on the minute line. So we'll say 0 seconds like this. This is how positioning is done for all places. DMS, degrees, minutes, and seconds. What we are doing is we are converting the same into time. Now this location, 09 or 7 to 5 minutes, where is that location over here? It is somewhere on this line, a meridian between 2 to 5 minutes, right? So this is your position. India, easternmost eastern part. India most eastern meridian. What is the value? 09 or 7 degrees, 25 minutes, like this. Now, why are we dividing 25 by 15? Because this is arc length and this is time. This is arc length, okay? And look at this diagram. I think you'll be very good students if you remember this. These are your conversions. 360 degrees are converted into 24 hours. It means every 15 degrees is giving me 1 hour. The meaning of this is that the sun is traveling 15 degrees in its rotation westerly along the earth or around the earth apparent portion. Every 15 degrees means 1 hour. So in 1 hour, the sun is traveling or crossing 15 degrees of meridians. So this 1 degree, if I have to divide into time, then this 1 degree is worth 4 minutes. So if I'm going from 09 or 7 to 09 or 8, if sun is going from 09 or 7 to 09 or 8, actually that will not be the direction. The direction would be from 09 or 8 to 09 or 7 because it's westerly. Then in that 1 degree travel, the time spent by the sun would be 4 minutes. That's how we are getting all these calculations, students. And further, if I divide the degrees, I realize that 1 minute of our time comes 1/4 of the degree, and 1/4 of the degree is 15 minutes. It is like that because 1 degree is 4 minutes. So 1 minute is 1/4 of the degree, which is 15 minutes. This is the equation here. Why? If you are getting minutes after in your DMS function, if you're getting minutes, then you have to divide it by 15. And if you are getting degrees, the same you have to divide by 15. And then we get our answers the way we want our answers to be. Close to accurate. Still, students, if there is any confusion, try to note the confusion when we are solving our sums ahead. Okay. And see if we can, clarify the confusions whatsoever that we have. But remember, degrees to time divide by 15. Minutes also you divide by 15. Simple as that. But the answer could come in seconds also if your minutes are less than 15. Okay, remember. I also want you all to remember these zone numbers. Okay. Zone numbers are given -1, -2, -3, and in the east. Okay. While zone time is plus. So why is zone number minus? Because zone number with respect to this -1, it was given to people so that if I say that in zone, okay, -1, LMT or the local time for that place is 1300. Then Just by looking at -1, I can find out my UTC by just deducting 1 hour from this. And my UTC becomes 1200, like this. This is the significance behind giving zone number, students. Remember this point. Looking at the zone number, you just deduct that number from your local time and you get UTC. Simple as that. What about zone time? Zone time actually tells you your time with respect to UTC. So if I say UTC is 1200, and if you are in zone -1 or +1, so zone time is +1, zone number is -1, then your local time in this zone, which is basically alpha is this zone, would be +1, 1300, simple, like this. So you see, -1, +1. There are two opposite names given to the same zone. Zone number, you deduct from the local mean time to get UTC. Zone time, you add to the UTC to get your local time. This is a part of your syllabus, students. Okay. I'm just adding, please add to your notes. In green, I'm writing zone numbers. So alpha is -1, Bravo is -2. Like this. These are zone numbers. And what about zone time? I'm writing in red. They all are the same. Zone alpha, zone number -1, zone time +1. They all are denoting a time for that same place, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, students, please remember this. Zone number in green, zone time in red. Zone letters in black. -1, -2, -3, -4. Students, what I'm doing right now is basically, I'm actually walking y'all through how to thoroughly revise something that you have done in the previous class and how effective it is. You think that, students, sometimes learning just once you will be able to remember things, but there's no guarantee to that. I want you all to know, as to all this effort that you are taking attending a live session, if you want to make the most of it, then you have to do timely revisions and enjoy the process. It should be your distraction from everything else that you're doing whenever you are in a session learning something. Okay. I've seen so many students struggle to clear navigation unnecessarily. Okay. It is not required for you to struggle with navigation. There have been students where we were not able to finish 20% of the whole syllabus. They have still cleared their part navigation in their first attempt, scoring 70, 72, 76. Because if your basics are strong, if your logical reasoning, logical understanding that it all works around the figures, 60 degrees, numbers here and there, it becomes very easy then. It becomes like a competitive exam after this. It becomes like a KBC. It becomes fun. And that's how you should approach, okay? It's nothing that is unnecessary. Now we'll take a quick breather, students, a 5-minute breather, not much. And we'll come back with a fresh mind. I'm going to give you a few sums and you're going to solve and do the conversions. We'll take a 10-minute breather, okay, not just 5. Come back at 6:10, everyone, and let's do a lot of sums. But I'll take it out after the break, okay?
Okay, sir.
Welcome back, everyone. All stations, all stations. Delhi control, how do you read?
Radio 5 Victor Tango Victor Alpha Romeo.
Radio 5 Victor Tango
Radio
November Alpha.
5 Tango Victor Kilo Delta.
Radio 5 Victor Tango Yankee Zulu.
Victor Tango Foxtrot Alpha Lima.
Radio 5 Victor Tango Victor Victor Alpha.
Radio 5 Victor Tango Mike Alpha November.
Radio 5 Victor Tango Sierra Hotel Romeo.
Radio 5 Victor Tango Papa Kilo Golf.
Radio 5 Victor Tango Tango Papa Kilo.
Radio 5 Victor Tango Sierra Sierra Hotel.
I hope everyone is back. So students, the first thing that I'm going to show you, and I want you to try to do it on your own looking at the formula and then submit your answers in the chat box, okay? Varad, please go ahead with your doubt that you had.
Sir, you have said that in the zones we can subtract plus or we can subtract or add any specific time. So how to determine whether we are in the east or western side of that position? That's what I wanted to understand.
No. What are you saying about the first thing? What we were talking about the zone time is that there are zones. 15 degree is one zone. The reference zone is Zulu, which is where the prime meridian passes from, but the zone is for 15 degrees. So 7.5 degrees east and 7.5 degrees west of prime meridian is Zulu. In the east, starting from where Zulu ends, the first zone for 15 degrees going easterly is your first zone. That zone has a letter A. That zone has a number -1. What is that number? That number helps you find UTC. If you know the local time for that zone, simply -1 from your local time, you get your UTC.
Okay.
That is what was said. And
Okay,
if you, and the same zone number has a zone time. The zone time for that zone number -1 is +1. That is zone time. So zone time for zone number -1, which has a zone letter alpha, is +1 UTC. That gives you the local time for that zone. So the zone number helps you find LMT for that particular zone. Zone time helps you find out UTC based upon the LMT for that particular zone. That's it. There's nothing extra. This is a point that
And
you have to reread, students. Yeah, Varad, sorry, say.
And same in Western Hemisphere, right?
Yeah, opposite. So zone time, zone number for the first zone in the Western Hemisphere is +1. What does it mean? You add 1 hour to your local time and you get UTC. The UTC will be 1 hour ahead that way. Position west, UTC best. Simple. Okay, Varad. Falak,
Yes, sir.
have you figured out what is this 1 degree and 4 minutes in reference with?
Negative, sir.
Say again, read you 1.
Negative, sir.
Did you not see this? Did you not see this?
But sir, here you have segregated it into 60 minutes, right? 1 degree into 60 minutes.
So then you're missing this point. This table. Look at this table. This table. Right? You're missing this then. Look at the title, D long or the arc. This is the arc length, D long length. The conversion of those lengths into time is this. So how do I get 1 degree 4 minutes is this. 1 degree of arc length is actually 4 minutes of time. because the sun takes 4 minutes to travel between two meridians that are 1 degree apart. And then I have 50. So what is this actually, students? Again, 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. And 60 minutes of arc is equal to 4 minutes of time. This is arc, this is time. So if I want to know 1 minute, 1 minute is 1 by 4 or what? 4 by 4 like this. So 4 divided in 4 parts give me 1 minute. So this also I divide by 4. What do I get? I get 15 minutes. So 15 minutes of arc length gives me 1 minute of time. This is something that can be considered as given information for any equation. This is standard. This does not change. This is something that we need to understand, students. All that we know is that the sun takes 24 hours to make one complete apparent rotation around the earth, or revolution around the earth, the apparent. So using that figure, I have just divided 360 by 24, I get 15. The same I have again divided and further divided and further divided, and I've got these values. Now these values are, how much is 1 second of time in terms of degrees, arc and minute? 15 seconds of arc on an equator gives me 1 second of time. 15 minutes of arc gives me 1 minute of time. 60 minutes of arc or 1 degree of arc gives me 4 minutes of time. This is important. This is travel along the meridians. The time taken for the sun to travel is this time. So if the sun is traveling 1 degrees on the earth, considering the equator, from let's say 09 at 0 degrees east to 089 degrees east, then it takes 4 minutes to travel. This is something that we cannot change. This is something that is an observed and accepted value with respect to the sun, the earth, the mean sun, the average sun, and everything else in between that comes in determining time. Does that explain this concept to you, Falak?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Yes. Students, this is tricky. If you have already studied these points, don't think this chapter is a waste of time because you have not done it with me. Okay, you're doing it with me. So whatever you have studied beforehand, I know it looks easy, but chances of confusions are too high, which will only happen when you go through these points. So I don't want you all to think that, okay, itna easy topic ko sir itna time to teach rahe. No, it's not like that. What matters to us is that we try to get as many correct answers as possible. Why just aim for 70, aim for 90, aim for 95? Try to do something that nobody has done. Score 100. Is it not possible? Theoretically, it is possible. Answers are right in front of you in the paper. All correct answers are there for all 100. Why is nobody getting beyond 85, 87 anytime? Anyway, students, good. I want everybody to focus, okay? If I'm discussing one doubt, I want everybody to listen because the same questions could arise in your mind after a week or so when you sit with time. Okay, good. Anything else? Students, remember your formulas from your notes. First time, I'm not going to give formulas. I want to see if you have written the correct formula. And I want you all to convert the following. And for everybody, not just Valak, if the doubt is not resolved yet, what will you do? You will write it in the parking bay so that we can discuss it again and again. Also, when we are having a one-on-one conversation, anytime that we can do it. So don't be under the peer pressure of thinking that, oh, we are losing time. Okay, the first example. Find UTC when LMT is 0900 hours for a place that is on 030 east. Solution, I'm going to write the formula. So the first thing, I'm going to look at the formula. Earlier we were doing it logically, now we are going to do it with respect to the formula. What is asked? I want to solve UTC. My formula given to you was LMT is equal to UTC plus minus D long upon 15. In the formula you had plus for east minus for west like this. Your LMT is 0900. Okay. You want to find UTC. Longitude is east. We will take plus over here. And how much is D long? 030. Divide by 15. Like this. So 030 divide by 15 gives me 2. So 0900 is equal to UTC plus 2. So I'll keep UTC over here and I'll take this plus 2 over there. It will become minus 2. So 0900 minus 0200, because it's just 2, it means it's 2 hours, is equal to UTC. So your UTC is 0700 hours. Longitude east, UTC least. Check. Answer is correct. Step by step, following everything. UTC, Vivek Dhakar, UTC.
Sir, I had corrected it later.
Sankar, why are you giving me LMT? Pankti, Manan, Vivek Dhakar, Subhajit, Nandini, answers are correct. Good job. Likit, Vivek Yadav, good. How about others? Are we solving? Shata, correct. Twarita following, right? Please answer in the chat box, students. Zaiprakash had joined the class. Where is he? Falak, you have not given me your answer. Okay, good. Good job, everyone. Mohammed Azam. Longitude west, UTC best. But are we at west longitude? Look at the meridian in the equation. That place is on a meridian 030 east. So meridian is UTC east. Okay, you tried for west. All right. Good. Okay, good. Do next sum quickly. Now we'll get very fast with our calculations. I think your basics are strong. So I think now it'll be good. Find LMT at 122 west if UTC is 2115 hours. I should make the numbers clear. Students, if you ever see me make any silly mistake, okay, writing, speaking, please bring it to my attention, okay? Like you do, timely. But I want not just one student to do it, I want everybody to do it. We cannot just rely on one student. We are 14 of us. I want 14 answers. That's it. I mean, we are 15 of us. Try to see if you have memorized the formula. What is the technique with formulas? Firstly, you'll keep an open book. You look at the formula before solving each time. And then as you get habituated, you will see if you recollect the formula without looking at the book.
So that is 21 hour 05.
I want your answers in the chat box. This is 2115. My bad. So 2115 hours. Come on, students.
Sir, I've sent you.
Varita looks correct. The answer. Students, as much as possible, your answer, try to give me in 4 digits at least. So 13. So Varita, your answer 13 hours 2 minutes would be 1302. Learn to write it that way also, okay, students? Try to get accustomed in writing all possible ways. Falak, so your answer would be 1300. Okay. Likit 1309. Varad, your answer is way off. Why is it way off? What is UTC is 2115 and your answer is 2130. Only 15 minutes difference between UTC and LMT. Then that way your meridian should have been very close to prime meridian. But this meridian is so far off, 122 west. So at least minimum there will be 6-hour gap, students. If I take 120, then I can say that 15 degrees, right? So easy. 122 divided by 15. 8 hours difference. 8 hours difference is there. So 21 minus 8 is going to be somewhere my lump sum answer. See, it becomes so quick with practice. And how much is 21 minus 8? So somewhere my answer is going to be towards 13 hours. I can be that sure. Mohammad Azam, this is not a complete answer. I don't know what to make of this figure. So Pankti, Shraddha, Falak, Twarita, Likit, Nandini, Subhojit, Sankalp, Vivek Thakur, Manan, Vivek Yadav. All your answers are correct. So Mohammad Azam and Varad. If you are confused somewhere, please feel free to ask. Pankti, your answer is also correct. Longitude west, UTC best. Correct. Bharat and Mohammed Azam, I'm waiting for your correct answers to this equation, okay? Don't rush, Bharat. Step by step. Now look at this equation, students. I want you all to try to solve this on your own. If LMT at A, where the position of A is 40° north, 137 degrees, 50 minutes west, your LMT is 1812 on 18th August. Find LMT at Bravo, which is 30 degrees south, 121 degrees, 112 minutes east. I'm going to give you a hint, students. Rest you will solve. First, find UTC with LMT of A. Then use that UTC and find LMT of B. Simple. It's like a combined sum in two parts. The second part, you don't have the UTC because you have to find the UTC. Simply solve using the formula for A, find out your UTC. The UTC is going to be the same for all places, right? It is not going to vary. The same UTC you will use in your formula to find LMT of B. Varad, why have you stopped solving? Are you lost in translation? What's happening?
So the second one, I'm not getting it. LMT value.
Why are you not getting it? Are you not following the steps?
So I've written UTC as 2115 plus D long is 122 divided by 15.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm getting LMT as 2130.
Can you resolve it? You're not solving it correctly. I think LMT is equal to UTC minus D long upon 15. Why minus? Because it's west. Now LMT is equal to UTC 2115 minus D long by 15. So why are you not getting it? What is your D long by 15?
No, sir, I've added it.
Why did you
UTC
add it
plus.
then? Yeah. So look at the formula. Na? When you realize your answer is incorrect, okay, students, when you realize your answer is incorrect, you cannot think that you don't know what to do. You should think, where did you make a mistake? It is so easy. You have to find your own mistake, students. You cannot give up. And when you cannot find your mistake, you should tell me, sir, I cannot find my mistake. Yeah, then that makes sense. You try looking for your mistake. It was so easy to find a mistake right now. Just the formula, cross-check the formula. Simple. Such interpersonal issues also can cost you a few marks, students. I'm concerned about every aspect when it comes to you clearing your exams. So Varad, you should have ideally spoken to me proactively. Sir, I'm not getting it like that. You cannot just give up and stay still, because that doubt will be causing a stagnation point in your head. And it will reduce your confidence also. Your confidence is connected to motivation, students. It's all psychology. Palak, D long, you just compare your longitude from your prime meridian. So whatever meridian value you get, that is your D long actually. D long is always between any reference and your meridian. Right now the reference is prime meridian. So whatever your meridian of the position is, that's actually your d long. That's why in earlier sums also we were taking just the value of the meridian. Is that clear, Falak? It cannot be 30 degrees. What is the meridian of A? What is the meridian at A? 137 degrees, 50 minutes. This is it. This is your D long for A. Good, good. Students, keep asking any doubt that you have. Keep asking, keep clarifying. Huh. What's happening? Only a few answers. Okay, you guys are still solving. Subhojit is the first one to submit. LMT at B. Vivek Yadav, tell me if it is logically possible to have this answer as a time. Is there any clock that will give me this time? Then there is something
Sorry,
missing.
sir. Sorry, sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
It's okay, don't be sorry. It's okay. Subhojit, are you getting bored?
No, sir, not at all.
You look bored. I'm like, Subhojit must have studied it and now he's just bored. Don't be bored, okay? Focus. I am glad you're not bored. Okay, so the correct answer is, I'm going to solve also, students. We need LMT at Bravo. Subhojit, the answer is correct. Vivek Yadav's answer is amazing. It's like for a Jupiter, planet Jupiter or something. Manan, good job, Manan. Interesting to see how you have included the date also. Vivek Dhakat, good job. But you're missing half of your answer, Vivek Dhakat. Now, students, in those questions where date is given to you, in your answers, date will also be there.
Sir, I had corrected it later.
Why are you doing this again and again? Why are you submitting your first answer and correcting it again? Make sure, okay, you don't do it. Don't be in a rush to answer. Some students have already solved these sums before, so they have, mugged up the answers, I guess. But don't do that, students. Solve step by step. Just think of it as a fresh question. Okay, so I will check that. Okay. Nandini, good job with time, but date. Is there a change in the date? If yes, then you should mention it. Likit?
Sir, is it right now?
I'm checking. Okay, Vivek, plus 1 day. Okay. Likit, your date is correct, but your time conversion doesn't look correct, Likit. Sankar has given me UTC also and LMT also. Good. Sankar, date is not mentioned. Okay, Vivek.
So what about answer?
Answer looks correct. Values are correct. But I want to know, how did you get your UTC? Because your UTC... Correct. For UTC also, you can give me your date. Students, whenever you are adding hours and your hours are more than 24, you have to add 1 day. I'm going to show that to you all. Vivek Yadav, perfect. Good job. Nandini, okay, good. Okay. Students, see. What is the hint? First find UTC with LMT of A. So solution, I will say part 1 of the solution would be LMT is equal to UTC, and this is where west, right? So minus longitude upon 15. Forget D long, put longitude because D long is confusing. Put just longitude over here. What is given to me? LMT is given to me. Therefore, 1812 is equal to UTC minus D long by 15, 137 degrees, 50 minutes. 137 degrees and 50 minutes west. So this I had to divide by 15. That's it. So 137 divided by 15 is giving me 9 hours. And what I'm getting is 9.13. So 9 hours and 0.13 into 60. Is equal to 9 hours and 7.8. 7 minutes. 48 seconds plus 50 by 15 is equal to 3.33. So you get plus 3 minutes and 0.33 seconds. 19.8, that is 20 seconds. So I'm just going to add these minutes here. So 48 plus 20 is what? 68 minutes, seconds. From there, I will take 1 minute. So I'll get 8 seconds. This 1 minute I'll add here. 7 plus 1, 8 plus 3, 11. So 9 hours, 11 minutes and 08 seconds is what I have got as the whole conversion. So 1812 is equal to UTC minus 0911. You can skip 08 seconds because it's less than 30 seconds. Okay. So UTC is equal to 1812 plus 0911. And this 1812 we have to remember is having a date which is 18th of August. So 18th August we write. Now this to find UTC we have to do an addition. Simple. So what we'll do 1812 on 12th of August plus 0911. This is to get UTC. So 2 plus 1, 3, 1 plus 1, 2, 8 plus 9, 17, 27. Now 27 goes beyond my 24-hour limit. 12, 8. So what do I do? Students, I want your attention here, everyone. You will take 24 hours from this equation, and these 24 hours you are going to give to this particular person. You are
The
taking
correction
it
is
from
18 hours.
Sorry.
Sir, it's 18th of August, not 12th of August.
Yeah, fine. Sorry. My bad again. 18th of August. Yes. So take from here and give here. Take, give. So that will be plus 1 day over here like this. Okay. Again, 18, of course. So plus 0, 1, here your date changes. August remains August. 19th August becomes your date. And what about this? 27 minus 24? 0323 UTC. So my UTC is 3 hours 23 minutes on the 19th of August, when the LMT is 1812 at 18th of August on this particular place that was on a meridian 137 degrees 50 minutes. At least I know it looks lengthy. Okay, but it is foolproof. It gives you the satisfaction of coming up with the correct answer. Now you have got your UTC, everyone. Part 2. LMT is equal to UTC plus minus long upon 15. What is position Bravo? Position Bravo is 121 degrees 12 minutes east. It is east, so you will use addition. So LMT is equal to, you already have UTC 0323. Remember, it's 19th of August plus 121, 12. 121 degrees, 12 minutes divided by 50. Simple. You go through the whole process of solving it again. And your LMT will be directly given to you. So is equal to, I'm going to divide it into two equations. It gives me what? 8.06. So I have 8 hours and 0.06 into 60 gives me 3 minutes 36 seconds. And 12 by 15 we have already done, it's 48 seconds, right? 0.8 to 60, 48 seconds. So plus 48 seconds, and you're going to get what? 48 plus 36 gives you 84. So 84, you give 1 minute here. Over here, you get what? 24 seconds, 4 minutes, and 8 hours. This is just your D long conversion, your longitude divided by 15 conversion. So LMT is equal to UTC plus 80804. You can say, because it's less than 30 seconds, you can round it off to 04 only. Your UTC is given to you, that you found out, 0323 plus 0804. This addition, how will you do? 0323 on the 19th of August plus 0804. So I get simple 11, 1 goes there, 19th of August, 11 hours 27 minutes is the LMT at B. I know I feel tired. I obviously feel tired, but why? Why do feel tired? Just numbers, mental calculation. Why feel lazy? Just something that you know how to do. Just get it done. Your answers anywhere within this range are accurate, students. Have you understood it? Yes, no, maybe. Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Palak, Vivek Yadav,
Affirm, sir.
Nandini, Varad, Shraddha, Sankalp, Nakul, Subhajit.
Affirm, sir.
All it takes is practice, students, to master it. That's it, nothing else. Now remember, yeah, Subhajit, I was asking, will you be able to attend a session before you leave tomorrow? Will you have time till 7:30?
Yes, sir.
Sure, right? Yeah. So students, soft update again, 5 o'clock we'll meet. Tomorrow I want to discuss sunrise, sunset, twilight, those a little bit of extra points beyond. We'll get some more extra time to practice time in between. Tomorrow I'll try to wrap up the class by 6:30. We'll have a quicker session. We might stretch it till 7 max. Okay. So just a soft update. All right. You have to understand in this one, the challenge is just this. Longitude divided by 15 is the bigger challenge. Another challenge that could be is when to use plus, when to use minus. If you're missing a keyword, then it could be something to do with D-long and D-lat students. If that is the case, I would suggest you go through D-long, D-lat. We were doing those topics couple of weeks ago, a week ago, basically. I want you to go through that series of lectures, that is Earth. Do D-lat, D-long, because it is very important. There's a reason we do that first and then do this. And still, if you have doubts, write it in the parking bay. Be patient with yourself, everyone. Eventually, you'll get there. As I say always, your challenge should always be with respect to yourself. Now, interestingly, there is one more sum that you have to solve before I can allow you to go. Okay. It is with respect to the formula given to you for zone time and zone number. So, formula based on zone time and zone number. Okay. What is the formula given to you? UTC is equal to zone time plus zone number. Okay. Now this zone time, one technique we already know, that zone time is given as +1, +2, +3, +4. But another way to find zone time, more accurate, okay, is what I'm going to show you right now. So you can write this one formula, UTC is equal to zone time plus zone number. Then you can write down this formula, how to find zone number, in case you don't know what is the zone number, because only a meridian is given to you. You don't have to do all those calculations of 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15. There's a simple way to find your zone number. And your zone number you can find out by whatever your meridian value is, that is your longitude. Students, meridians and longitudes are synonym to each other. Okay. So all you have to do is do this to get your zone number. Once you get your zone number, if UTC is given to you, you can find your zone time. If zone time is given to you, once you find your zone number, you can get your UTC also. Like that. Another derivation of this formula is zone time is equal to UTC minus zone number. It is the same, just shifted here and there, plus minus signs have changed. One more you can write just to add and keep it easy when you're solving. They are all derivations of the same formula. Zone time is equal to UTC plus minus zone number. Similar to one that we had seen above. Over here you will write plus for east and minus for west. Whenever you're solving, keep an open book. See whichever formula is quicker for you to do. Now solve this sum. It's purely based upon formula, students. Theory you already know. Okay. Find zone number. Find zone number for position A, and the value of the position A is 40 degrees south. This is latitude, and 137 degrees east, which is longitude. How do you get zone number, students? Zone number longitude by 15. Here, your solution would be zone number is equal to longitude by 15. Therefore, so zone number is equal to 137 divided by 15. Again, here you will get your answer as 9.13 hours. Now determining your zone number, students, if your answer is less than, if decimal is less than 0.5, round it off to nearest whole number. If it is more, then you will go to the later number. Right now it is less, so your zone number is 09 or 9. That's it. That is your zone number. Round it off to the nearest whole number. Nearest is 9. The next whole number is 10. It will be nearer if a decimal value is more than 0.5. Okay. Now we need to know this is zone number, and can we also find out zone time? For that we need UTC. So the question is only talking about zone number. So you will say zone number 9 hours. The meridian is in the east. So in the east, what is the zone numbers given to all the places? Is it minus or is it plus? Students?
Minus.
Minus. Zone
It's
number
minus.
minus. So as longitude is east, zone number will have negative sign. Now this is, if you're like, sir, how did we get this? Now this is connected to what we did yesterday, what we discussed today, zone number, zone time, and letter of the zone, A, B, C, and the other side. So therefore, zone number is equal to -9. This is your correct answer. So zone numbers are minus in the east. Remember that. What is east? Any meridian that is east of prime meridian is east. 001 to 179 at east. Or you could say 000000001, like that. But it's okay. This is, remember this. Find this zone number and put your answers in the chat box. Find zone number for 60 degrees north and 097 degrees 30 minutes west. Find zone number for this. Quickly give me your answers in the chat box.
Sir, if the decimal is equal to 0.5, then
find the second point after decimal. If it's 0.50, then you can choose any if you want. You can either go that side, you can go this side. Actually, 0.50 or above, they say. So if that is the case, then you will take the next higher value. So
okay, sir.
0.5, if you see 0.5, round it off to the next higher value. If you don't see 0.5, round it off to the lower value.
Okay, sir.
I'm getting different answers. If you get 0.5, you will round it up. Remember that. If you get 0.5, you'll round it off to the next higher number. So the correct answer is, students, whoever has done a rounding off to the lower number, please correct your answer, resubmit it. The correct answer, I think, Shraddha, check your answer. Nukul, I want you to check your answer for this. Make sure your longitude is taken correctly. Obviously, it is in the Western Hemisphere, it will have plus sign. And the actual is 7. Plus 7 is your zone number, students. Whoever's got plus 7, your answer is correct. Shraddha, check your answer. Please correct it. Nukul, please correct your answer. Remember, from now on, if anybody ever is talking to you about 0.5, round it up. You see 0.5, round it up. 0.49er, round it down. Like that, like lower number. The moment you see 5, you round it up. Nukul, waiting for your correction. Quickly do this sum and we'll be done for this evening. Interestingly, it's going to take some time, okay, but please do it. Zone time is 0600 Zulu. Actually, zone time is 0600 on for position 10 degrees south, 130 degrees east. Find UTC. What is the formula, students? UTC is equal to zone time plus zone number. First, find the zone number properly. Zone time is given to you. Depending upon what your zone number is, plus or minus, you will either add or subtract that value to your zone time, and you'll get your UTC. So formula UTC is equal to zone time plus zone number. Now, if your zone number is in minus, like earlier we got a negative zone number, then that value will be in minus, and then that will be deducted from zone time. So UTC is equal to 0600 plus your zone number. Now just quickly find your zone number and add it to the value and give me UTC. Make sure the date is going to be tricky because it's 1st January. If you're losing one day, then it would become 31st December 1999. So that is something to make sure that we focus. Sujit, well done. Very quick to give me the answer. Is it correct? Subhajit, what was your zone number? In the chat box, please write it down. Palak, I would want you to still try, okay? Because earlier answers are correct. Your zone number 7 was correct. Vivek Yadav, you're doing a good job. I think everybody is doing an excellent job, students. With respect to those students who have given incorrect answers then and correct answers now, I'm very happy. Does that mean I'm not proud of other students? Of course I am. Likit, good job. But Likit, you have to be careful. Are you trying to say PM? If it is PM, then you have to put it as per your hours clock. 24-hour clock. So Likit, your answer is incorrect. So far what you have given me. AM, PM. Students, the zone number. So my zone number would be 130 divided by 15. It is east, so my zone number will be minus. Okay, I'm going to keep this minus over here. And I'm just simply going to do 130 divided by 15. Quickly, what I'm getting, 08 hours and 0.66. 39. 08 hours, and I'll take it as 0840. Just a second, okay, students, my bad. I'm complicating it. 130 divided by 15 gives me 8.66. It is more than 0.5, so I'll round it off to 9. And my zone number is -9. So easy to get. So UTC is equal to 0600 minus 0900, like that. Now, how will I do it? I'll simply write 0600 on 1st January 2000 like this, and minus 0900. So I will get my UTC. This much is fine. But can I deduct 9 from 6? No, I cannot. So what do? I borrow one day that is 24 hours and add to these hours. 24 hours. So if I'm borrowing one day, it goes back one day. So if 1st of January I'm borrowing the whole 1st of January, then what do I get? I get 31st December 1999. One day, that is 24 hours borrowed for calculation. This is just like the math that we used to do in school. Now you can do 24 plus 630 and 30 minus 9. You can do. So 24, you borrowed plus 6 is 30. 30 minus 9 is 21. You get 2100 on this date. This is your zone time. Simple. Correction. This is your UTC, students. That was your zone time. We are finding UTC. So your UTC is 2100, 31st December 1999. Likit, cross check your answer. Sankalp, go ahead.
So we are given with the formula zone time is equal to UTC plus or minus zone number. So UTC minus 9 if we write, and then if we take it to the other side.
No,
Then
why do you have to take it to the other side? See, these are multiple given to you. Okay. Now this is different. Simply follow this because UTC is asked for by you. Simply follow this formula. So UTC is equal to zone time plus zone time is given to you 0600. So it will be 0600 plus zone number, and your zone number is minus 9. So it becomes 0600 plus minus becomes minus 0900 like this. Yeah, Sankalp, please go ahead with your doubt.
so sir, there is separate formula for it, right? Like for the fourth one, zone time is equal to UTC plus or minus zone number. So if you want to find the zone, so can you please scroll up? So the upper formula UTC is equal to zone time plus zone number. It will be standard, right? The plus sign.
Plus sign is standard in this formula because your zone number can be negative, so your plus minus changes to minus.
Okay, sir.
You will, if your zone number is minus 9, then you cannot add that because plus minus 9 is minus 9. Then you will subtract that. This is the easiest formula. That's why I've given. But I want you all to just, I've given you all permutation combinations because otherwise it can get confusing. Indian textbooks don't have it written carefully. It's a combination of all different books that these formulas are given to you. Following, Sankar?
Yes, sir. So I took that formula, the fourth one. So I got the wrong answer.
You can use that also, but then again, zone time is given to you. So this, whatever zone number you are getting here, okay, that you will have to go there and the sign will further reverse, and earlier also the sign will reverse here. So I would suggest you all stick to this only formula. This is enough. This formula is enough. And this formula is enough.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Good job, everyone. I'm very happy that you are solving your toiling hard. Tonight, I'm going to share practice questions. Might take some time, okay? Might be able to send it by 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, maybe 11:30. The moment you get it till the time of class tomorrow, try to finish as many questions as you can. No rush, take your time. Okay. As soon as you can do it, good. It's for your practice, it's for your reference. But I want a final submission. I can give you a couple of days or 3 days or 4 days if you are busy. But you have to regularly practice. Today we have just solved a few unique examples. Okay, but in the question you will see a little bit of more convoluted examples. So that is something that you'll have to practice. Just like earlier notes, I will also give you the reading material. I'll segregate from the text and I'll share that with you. So read that. Tomorrow meet me. I'll see if I have to ask a few questions. You can discuss a few doubts, and then we'll discuss something to do with sunrise, sunset, twilight. What is twilight? Why do we need to know about twilight? And then we'll be completely done with respect to time. Subhajit, please go ahead.
Sir, the mass and balance topic, is it enough if we study it from R.K. Bali or Oxford? We have also studied that.
I would say that after time we are going to pick up mass and balance only. So whatever book you refer, I would say first you attend the class and only then you read the textbook. Otherwise, it can get very confusing. It is not clearly written anywhere. Better it is written in Oxford, of course, but chances are that it can get confusing. And RK Bali is going to be very confusing if you don't attend the lecture and just go through the book, possible. But after the lecture, you read any textbooks and it will be not a point of confusion for you. That I can assure, because it took me a lot of time to figure out those things that are like that. And then it is easy when you study mass and balance here. It is easier, less time consuming than time, like that. So till then, you feel free to check both the books, but after the session, you will understand everything. Simple. Varad, what's your question?
Sir, can you scroll down a little bit?
So students, I'm taking your leave.
For this 21,
Uh-huh.
2100 is of 1/1/2000 or the 31st 31/12/1999.
31 only. Otherwise, we would not have got 21. We have borrowed 24 hours from 1st January. 1st January doesn't have 1st January anymore because 24 hours are borrowed. So it has the previous day, and previous day is 31st of December. With practice, you will get there, students. Good job, everyone. Varad, if you have not yet thorough with this doubt, write it in the parking lot. Okay.
Okay.
And students, we gotta go. Thank you for stretching our usual time. I'll see you all tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And until then, try to solve a few sums from the assignment I'm sharing. See if you'll have any doubts, you can share with me in the live class. Varad, try to find your mistakes if you're not getting correct answer. Think about every step.
I got it.
Good job.
It is there, but just wanted to clarify.
Good job. Good job. Okay, class. Students, if there's anything else that you're not getting a chance to speak in the class, let me know after the class over message. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.